Okay. I guess I should start saying something. Alright. Let me, Okay. Oh. Now, here we are again playing Dragon Warrior 3, or aka Dragon Quest 3. I took a long time to get back to this game because I don't know. There was a sense of frustration because I thought I was done with the game. I thought I finally beat the final bad guy. I thought that I had everything set. Uh, but that was not the case. It turns out that there's an underground level that needed to be played through, and I unfortunately, you know, forgot about that. I heard that there was an underground level in this game, but I was totally out of it. I guess I was just like I guess I forgot, and it was just terrible. I got frustrated, and I couldn't get back to this. Like I could not get back to this game because of it. I'm gonna talk to that guy. Anything up here? Oh man, I'm sorry. I should have been playing this earlier, but okay. Wow, that took. All right, I severely overestimated these monsters, but I still wish I had a map of this place. Man, it was such a long time since I played Dragon Quest One. Give me a second, guys. Let's try to get rid of the Marauders first because I think they're going to be more of a problem. Oh, really? You know what? Considering the situation I'm in, it's probably a good idea to grind some more. Oh, oh man, I'm a little out of it because it's been a while since it's been a little while since I played this game. Oh man, probably head back over here. It, where's there's Zen. When I and I'll be honest with you guys. I think if I was younger, I probably wouldn't have um if I was younger, I probably wouldn't have continued with this game as soon as I found out there was more to it. I, I've played the Star Oceans. I became pretty in that. Oh, great! I played the Star Ocean and that game really did throw me in for a loop. Oh, there we go. Kill this thing. The first Star Ocean I've ever played was the one to the ends of time on the PS2. Oh man. And that game kept on going all over the place in terms of like location. So I'll be honest, like there were several times I wanted to I don't know, kill these goopies before they damn it, that was the one thing I was not trying to I was trying to avoid. Okay, spell boom. Spell boom. Spell and fight the Titan. like I like that game, and I stuck with it because I wanted to see where the story went. But as the game, it as a game, it like like I can't go to these places, can I? Oh snap! Huh? I didn't know I could go back like that. That's awesome. Anyway, as I was saying, it went all over the place, and it was just like one thing after another, and it wasn't concise. And when I found out that you have to do even more, like there's a section in the game where it looks like you needed to continue, like this, like you find an underground world, you immediately have to do this whole other thing, and that's what that, that's what like really made me frustrated at at that game, was the fact that I wasn't done with the game. I think I was playing it at maybe 2 weeks at that point, and I still haven't gotten anywhere near the end. And this was back then when I had time every day. Like every day I would play a good 2 3 hours and not get anywhere. I'm like, well, what's happening here? Why am I not able to finish this? But I stuck with it, and I didn't get the best ending. There were certain things I didn't do, but at that point, I was frustrated. I was like, you know what? I can't. I just don't have the time. Like, I had a job. I had things I had to take care of. I can't just go ahead and I can't just go ahead and let this game take over my life. So I left it as is. Oh, please don't summon a giant. There you go. I just want to see what's in this cave. Oh man, what am I doing? Yeah, that's not good. I, you know, here, I'll give me a second, guys. Yeah, just getting some lemonade. Okay. I think it's better just take care of the Hydra as fast as possible. I've always thought of RPGs as a thinking man's game. Oh, not these guys. You know, I don't think I can use magic here. Alright, not even the enemies can use magic. Oh, no, yep. I can't use magic here. Damn. Yeah, that sucks, man. You know my my brother's playing this game right now on the Nintendo Switch. He has the remake, the I guess the third or fourth remake, and he likes it, you know. And he asked me, "Am I playing it?" And I told him, "Well, yeah, but I'm playing the Super Nintendo one." He always he questions like um my decisions to always question my decisions to like play older games. I remember one time I bought I bought like a Sega Genesis collection on the Xbox 360, and I was playing like Streets of Rage on there, and that's a firework going off outside, so don't blame me for that. And he asks me like, "Why are you playing? Why do you play these old games? Why are you playing this on the Xbox 360? You are playing something. You're playing a game on hardware hundreds of times more powerful than the original system that it was designed for. Why are you doing that?" And I just told him that it was fun. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I gotta talk to this guy. I remember telling him that it's just fun. Like, these older games, they're fun to me. I get a kick out of the fact that I should probably get more herbs. Where's oh, you know what? They probably don't have a shop. It's here. Like, I think I remember trying to explain it to him, but he probably didn't get it. That the games that were made back then are very unique. They they were targeting very specific, very proprietary hardware that that huh that gave off a different feel for the game. Like the hardware back then, especially during the Super Nintendo Sega Genesis days, they were very, very specific. And man, there's no. I could have sworn there was a town like northwest of here. But as I was saying, it was very specific. It was very unique. If you play games nowadays, you cannot tell the difference between the Switch 2, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and computer. They're all kind of like made, uh, like all that hardware kind of just melts together in a way. Let's see, Snowstorm, Marauder. Let's give him a tornado. Oh man! All right, just attack a red slime. That should be fine. It was very unique, and that's something that just doesn't happen nowadays. Like every game plays the same way on every console. There is no there is really no difference, which I guess kind of like it's kind of like helps I don't know how to explain this, but it helps with making the game if you have the game made in a certain way, and you can put it on all the consoles at the same time or close to each other, it helps with sales and things of that nature. However, when it's gonna be easy fight here. Oh man, I'm not in a good spot right now. Maybe there's a. I know there's another town over here, but I can't access the map, can I? I I need. I really have to replay this game again because there's some stuff that I'm not getting. Um, I could forget about the dungeon right for the time being. I was saying the games right now they're all kind of samey. They're all targeting the same hardware. They're being very safe because most companies right now, it's all big companies right now, and they're trying to be very safe because they need to make a profit. And I think that just hurts creativity. When when game systems were different back then, they when game systems were different back then, they played to the strengths of those consoles. If like Konami, they made the Animaniacs and the Tiny Toon Adventure games very very specific to those games to those consoles, right? Oh, what's up here? Great. We fire baiting that. Fire baiting that. Tornado that. And just fight. And I'll tell you right now, man, it's kind of sad that like it's kind of sad that everything's very samey. It's kind of sad that not all the muddy hands are dying right off the bat. Oh, that's terrible. Oh man. I guess the town over here hasn't been built yet. I'll be honest, if Nintendo were to bring this out in the States, I don't think it would have done well. And I learned to spell great. No way, hold on. Oh, something down here? Okay, well, I'm really confused. Where am I supposed to go next? I'm trying to follow the same path as I did with the first Dragon Warrior, but I'm not finding that town. I guess it wasn't built yet, because this is Dragon Warrior 3, or Dragon Quest 3 is supposed to take place before Dragon Quest 1. I leveled up. Awesome. I'm gonna try that spell right now. I guess I can't. You know, where did I get this game? I think I got this. I think I got this game at a mom and pop store that I frequented all the time. And he was wondering if and the guy selling it to me, like I bought a lot of JRPGs that day. And I bought this, I bought Final Fantasy 5 and 4 and 6. And I bought Dragon Quest 1 and 2. And he asked me, like, the guy that was selling this to me was asking me if I knew Japanese, because they were all the JRPGs, right? And I tell him no, I don't, I don't speak Japanese. Like I don't really know. I don't know the language, man. Sorry, sorry. So he's asking me like, why am I buying this? Like why? What's the point of getting these games? And I told him, look, I usually back these up and then I patch them so I could like play them in English. Excuse me. I have hiccups. And he... Oh, wow. Oh, there you go. No! I gotta go all out with this guy. I just told him that I guess you never heard of romhacks.net. Got a new sword? But apparently he never heard of romhacking.net. And I basically told him that I usually see if there's any I told him I usually see if there's any sort of translation hacks. And I told him, look, I have this device that backs up the cartridge ROMs, and like back up the cartridge ROMs, and and I and I would patch them so I could play them in English. And to him, he thought it was like the coolest thing ever. Like, oh, you could do that? And I was like, yeah, yeah, you could do that. It's not that hard. And I do it all the time. I do it all the time because, you know, games I missed out on or games I heard about. Um, Especially certain games that were like mistranslated. Like there was this dude at Game Realms, a place I go to from time to time, and I remember I asked for Final Fantasy VI, the last game before everything went 3D. You know, like I knew this guy. I knew this place. They dealt with this place. They do sell imports from time to time if they have them, and I asked them like, hey, do you do you have Final Fantasy VI, right? I said, well, yeah, but we also have Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo. Like it's the same game, but this one's in English. And I remember telling him like, no, well, well, I was saying, I just wanted to play the game, right? I wanted to buy the game. I haven't played it yet, but I wanted to buy the game and then just play it. And I asked him for the price. Like, all right, well, how much are you selling Final Fantasy 3 for, the American version, the SNES version? And he straight out told me like, we have it for 60 something dollars. Like by the cartridge by itself, right? And I'm like, oof, that's a bit much. That's a bit much for my taste. How much are you selling Final Fantasy the Super Famicom version? How much are you selling that one for? We only got it for like $16. I said, I'll take that one. I'll take that one, right? And he's looking at me kind of weird, like, well, like, well, there is an English one here. We got the English one available. Why aren't you taking that one? And I tell him like, look, I got this thing that could rip the ROM out of the cartridge onto a computer. And then I usually patch them later with an English translation patch. And the guy looked at me like I was growing a second head. Like, you could do that? Like, dude, I've been doing it for a while already. And, you know, I've been doing it for a while already. I have not. I've been playing Dragon Quest 3 on the Super Nintendo non-stop. And you guys seen my videos. I've been doing it for like a long time. It's just I haven't played it recently. But honestly though, I was looking at my Hold on, get some more chips. So I told him, like, look, so look, like, I do this. I like RPGs, but these fan translations, they're a little bit more. I told him I like. They're a little bit more accurate than they're a little bit more accurate than what Square brought out, or Square EA brought out back in the day, and he kind of accepted, like, okay, well, here you go. He sold me Final Fantasy VI, aka 3 in the US, and that was it. Like, I was like, oh damn, like, I have this game now. Oh no. I really don't know how strong these dragons are. And that's something I was trying to avoid. Great. You know, if it wasn't for Final Fantasy VII, I don't think RPGs would be in a situation that they're in right now. They're very highly appreciated. People do play them. But I remember a time before then that they were very, very they were very niche. Where exactly am I? Oh, there it is. I do have to say, these random battles do get annoying. I do want to play some Saturn RPGs, but I'm having some eternal debate. And it's mostly because, one, my Saturn is very big, and my wife doesn't have a lot of space here. But I've been considering buying Shining Force 3. Probably should have saved this. Okay, let's get in here. I got Shining Force 1 and 2, and 3 in the United States is incomplete. So I've been looking. I recently found out that they patched the Japanese one. And I'm thinking of just buying all the Shining Forces in Japanese and then just patching them, and then playing it for you guys. I remember watching my brother play the first one on the Genesis, and he would cuss a lot, man. He was usually a reserved guy, but like if he fucked up somewhere in the game, he'll give a sailor a run for his money. Alright, I'm gonna kill these demons. I am gonna tell you guys right now, I'm not really feeling this dungeon. Hold on, let's see, do I have anything that could send me back? Well, got a lot of magical herbs. That's something, but I guess it should be fine. As long as I got all those herbs, I should be fine. But yeah, there was an entire summer I remember that he played Shining Force 1 on Genesis. And he spent a considerable amount of time on certain fights and stuff. And I remember I would just watch him play. And I couldn't make heads or tails of what was going on in the beginning. Because, you know, a strategy art. First off, I barely even understood RPGs, but a strategy RPG, like, forget about it. Later down the line, when kill this thing fast. I could barely even understand a regular RPG. What makes me think I can even attempt to try a strategy RPG? But sure enough, in time, I actually try to get into them a little bit. Here, hold on, Guess they don't want me down there. So right now I am really considering buying two games on my Saturn. The Japanese version of Shining Force 3 and also Soul Hackers. Now Soul Hackers, believe it or not, I was very close to getting. Um, the Shin Megami Tensei stuff, I kind of want to tip my toes into, especially since my brother has a lot of their games, and it just got me curious. Like, you know what? Maybe I should give it a shot. And I found out that Soul Hackers came out on a Saturn, and this place I go to had a lot of Japanese Saturn games, and Soul Hackers was in it. Like, oh man, you know what? Let me see if there's a translation patch. Sure enough, there was. There was a translation patch for whoops. Guess I can go there. But yeah, sure enough, there was a translation patch um, based off the Nintendo DS one. And the Nintendo DS one, I think, fetched for a little high price, right? But I wanted to play something on a big screen, so I actually looked to see, and there was a Sega Saturn one, and this mom and pop place I go to that's only like maybe like half a mile away from where I'm at right now had it, and I was gonna get, like, oh man, Soul Hackers is right here. I should totally get it. And I'm looking at this like, okay, the chick that was behind the counter, she gives me the, oh neat, she gives me the case with the disc inside, and I asked her, like, is this all you have? And she said, yeah. So I'm looking at this case. It's like a dual, it's like a dual disc jewel case, right? And there's one disc in there, but I'm not 100%, because I'm not 100% sure if if there was a second disc involved, and 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 I'm not sure if it was because it's a dual disc. Yeah, I'm not sure if they used that dual disc jewel case because it had an extra big instruction manual. But it really did, like, scare me a little bit. Like what if this game came with two discs, and I'm buying this? They were selling it really cheap too, like only $20, right? So, or $15. I think it was $15, right? So I go online and I checked like eBay listings and things like that, and I go to Hardcore Gaming, a 101, and I see that it's a dual disc game. I'm like, oh man, and I looked around the jewel case to see maybe it's hidden behind the booklet or something, or if it fell somewhere inside the case, but no, it was only the one. It was only disc one, and I go up to Dylan, the manager, and I ask, "Is this the only copy of Soul Hackers you have?" And he says, "Well, yeah. What's wrong with it? It's missing disc two." Like, he looks at this thing. He knows I'm not a liar. He knows I'm not a liar. I'm a frequent customer of his. He looks at this. He opens up the jewel case, and he goes like, oh, and then he starts apologizing to me. He starts apologizing to me like, oh no, no, don't, don't worry about it, man. Although I wanted this game, I'm not, I'm not faulting you for this. Like he's a busy guy, and he buys and sells games like all the time. So I couldn't really fault him for anything that happens. Let me see. Item. I better start healing some people. Use on Jose. Or okay. I'll just go all out if and I'll be honest, like I kind of felt his pain because I wanted to buy the game, but he couldn't sell me the game without disc two. So I left it at that. I think I think the following week I bought the Last Bronx and in Japanese. He had an American one there too, but that thing was like $90. Like, dude, it's a fighting game. Like, I'll buy the Japanese one for 25. That, I, oh man. Okay, well I got that dungeon done. Where am I supposed to go next? You know what? Let me save. I got the hero's shield, so I should save. Hey guys, I've been thinking about starting a new Sega centric channel. Oh boy, look at, that's not good. Recently I've been playing Sonic Cross Worlds Racing, and it's been a lot of fun. I'll be honest. First, that's a freaking dragon, not a salamander. What are they doing with this? All right, but I've been playing Sega Cross Worlds, and I haven't had, I don't know, but Sega's been really hitting it out of the park these past couple of games. First Shinobi, then Cross Worlds. I'm really hopeful for Golden Axe. But they have to have Tyra's Flare in her bikini armor. Because in the end of the day, it won't be Tyler's Flare if she's not in bikini. That's... Okay, hold on. What do we got going on over here? Jesus. Really? Oh my god, that's so unfair. Very unnecessary amount of it's gonna be a town somewhere right here, right? Oh great. Alright, let's go after the stone man. There's nothing over here. Oh. You know, maybe I should replay this on the Game Boy Advance and show you all. Oh man. Okay, I'm really lost here, guys. I'm having a tough time trying to find out where to go next. Oh my god. You know, it took me about 3 years to finally beat Dragon Warrior 1. It's honestly 3 years to beat Dragon Warrior 1. And that's because they made it extra hard. Magic armor. Okay. You know what? Um, I'm officially lost. Even though I played this map back in Dragon Warrior One, it's different enough that I can't figure out what to do next. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm not that far away from the end, but I have to find all the hero weaponry, right? I think that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna have to find the hero weaponry and figure out what to do next. And also because I have to pick up my wife soon, so I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. But yeah, I'm gonna save it and then I'll just like I don't know. I'll I'll play this again later in the week. So peace out, guys. Take care. I gotta do some things. So yeah, I'm more or less I'm trying to get my feet wet a little bit back into this game because it is something new. It is something I have to get back into. It's been a month and a half or so since I played this game. So yeah, um, give me some time. Let me figure things out. And trust me, I will beat this game. I paid money for this. I patched it for the sole intent of completing this game and showing all of you that I can do this. As badly as it may come out, I can do this. So peace out, guys. Have a good one.